Well, me and my girlfriend are back and we're ready to play a narrative scenario for the Middle-earth strategy battle game. Are you excited? Well, we can try. Hello and welcome to Battle Games in Middle-earth YouTube video. We've got a narrative scenario on the channel today where we're going to be playing through the board that I built in the last video here on the YouTube channel, the Cirith Ungol, and we've got a whole exciting scenario planned. But of course, I need a competitor, a really competitive person to play against in that scenario, so I've decided to choose Louise, my wonderful girlfriend and long-suffering girlfriend, in particular with all the Warhammer stuff. You became an internet sensation overnight after the last video where I convinced you to play the game. How do you feel?
I feel ready for round 2, and
that's about it. Okay, fine. Well, so in the game, we've got Cirith Ungol, and we've got Orcs and Uruk-hai, Mordor Uruk-hai, and we're going to be playing a game that basically ends when Sam reaches the top of Cirith Ungol. I'll go into the complicated details about this first, but Louise, last time you played, you played as elves. I think you wanted to do that. Are you excited about playing a narrative scenario that actually is recreating something from the films?
Yeah, it'll be easier to follow, I imagine, but I am a bit gutted that I cannot play as elves, especially since I painted my first elf.
Yes.
And now I cannot use it, and it was pink, and I'm a little bit disappointed. But
we literally have an elf on the shelf right here. Look, there it is. This is Louise's elf, which is very exciting for you. But you get to put the contrasts and the shades and all that sort of stuff. But we'll get there eventually. Baby steps.
Well,
right. Okay. Anyway, so what kind of army would you prefer? We've got Gorbag versus Shagrat. Gorbag being the orc horde. He's got lots of lower powered orcs with a captain. Or we've got Shagrat and an Uruk-hai captain and some big scary Uruk-hai. What do you fancy?
I think the Uruk-hai, because I like scary things. And I have a picture next to an Uruk-hai, so I think I could do them proud.
We did. We went to Warhammer World and got a picture of Lurtz, and you did look pretty intimidated.
I mean, it was really scary. But I like scary things, so bring it on.
Bring it on. Okay, right, so we're ready to get into the scenario. I'll explain some of the details and then we'll crack on with today's game. So the general setup is based on the scenario from issue 49 of the Battle Games in Middle-earth magazine from way back when, which I'm sure you could find on the internet if you search for it, but I'll summarise here. The general gist is the participants are Shagrat with an Uruk-hai captain and 6 Mordor Uruk-hai. They're not meant to have shields, but my guys have got shields, so that's what they're getting. Then we have Gorbag and his orc guys, so we've got Gorbag, an orc captain, and 6 orcs with hand weapons and shields, 3 orcs with spears, and 3 orcs with 2-handed weapons. But of course, the objective here, sort of, is Frodo at the top of Cirith Ungol. Now, the game ends when Sam, at the bottom, reaches his way to the top, and the way the game works is that Sam is controlled by the player with priority. The winner is the person who has the shiny shirt that Shagrat's holding at the end of the game, the Mithril jacket, which, if Shagrat dies, gets handed over to someone else. So it's all about killing Shagrat, or protecting Shagrat, until Sam reaches the top of the tower. Let the Orc Civil War begin. We're going to roll for priority to see who sets up their models first. Louise, do you want to roll in the basket there? Oh, it's a 6, a big old 6. What do you think I'm going to get? A 5, which means Wheezy and the Uruk-hai get to set up first, 1 model at a time, and then my orcs set up 2 models at a time in between them. Let's deploy. Right, so Louise, you're contemplating where your guys are going to go. So you're going first, you've got the Uruk-hai, but where are they going to go? So talk me through what your thoughts process is.
Well, I thought at first to just put them here because then you can't get to them and I will meet Sam on the way up, but I was told that's not a good idea, so...
Yeah, basically the game ends when Sam reaches the top of the tower, so I suggested that having someone in the tower isn't really that beneficial, especially because it takes 2 turns to move through any doorways. So Sam might reach this doorway down here, take 2 turns to get to this trapdoor, and then again into there 2 turns. So actually, and vice versa, so if Shagrat is in the top, it's not going to really benefit Louise very much in the long run. So where have you now decided? What's your process now?
Maybe this door, because Sam will make his way up there and I've still got a distance away from you.
Yeah, okay, go for it, right. And bearing in mind I'm going to be alternating with my guys. So this fellow, the 2-handed fellow, he is a captain, and Shagrat, obviously with the shiny shirt, he's your big boss. The rest of them are just normal Urukai. So I would advise placing the guy with the Shagrat last, because then you can make sure he's in a convenient place. Go for it. Right, so 1 on the doorway.
He don't fit.
Oh no, this is clearly a badly designed board. Who did this thing? There you go, it does fit there. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
God, I thought I'd shamed myself. Right, okay, I'm going to put 2 orcs down. I'm going to get 2 orcs with shields, I think, and they're going to go... 1 is going to go there, and 1 is going to go there. So they're not allowed to be within 2 inches of each other, but we'll see. It's kind of like a game of chess. So where's your next game guy going to go? Oops. Right, okay. We've got Mordor Urukai defending that door. Again, sensible decisions here. This is rare for you. Okay, and now... Then we'll get some orcs. I'm going to go with the spears. See what I'm doing here? Everyone watching at home will understand this completely. I'm being very strategic. I'm getting my spear guys to block, to back up the guys, so that I've got extra attacks there. Very smart, don't you think, everyone watching?
I don't have a spear guy.
No, you do not, because you chose the Urukai.
I can't remember who's who. I know, who's my captain?
The captain's the one with the two-handed mace.
This? Oh,
yeah.
So no, we're not going to do that.
Okay. So another normal chap? Yeah, okay, 2 big guys at the main entrance. Very smart, very smart. Right, I'm going to go with a spear and a guy. And what I'm going to do this time is I need to save some guys ready for Shagrat wherever he comes. So I might actually go onto the wall here. Aha, okay, lovely. So then I can maybe work out if I can go onto the stairs or something like that. We'll see. Weezy, your next one. A guy at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, makes sense. Are you feeling the pressure?
No.
Do you care?
I mean, yes. I mean... No.
Excellent work. Right. Let's see. I've got some 2-handed guys, so these are going to be pretty useful.
As opposed to 1-handed.
Yeah, well, they're 2-handed weapons. I mean, so they're stronger, but they're harder to win fights with. So I'm going to get 1 guy here, not a 2-handed one actually. In the end, I'm going to get 2 shield guys there, threatening your Uruk. There you go, with a bit of string on his base. Right, so you've only got 3 guys left, and I've got, 6 left, so it's up to you. This is an important decision.
I was going to have him at the top, with him, protecting him, and maybe him protecting him.
All right, well,
but I don't know whether I need that many protecting.
Bearing in mind that he is actually your best fighter as well.
Am I supposed to be... like, if you kill Sam, do you win?
No, if I kill Sam while you're in possession of the shiny shirt, I lose.
Okay, yeah.
So then you
fine.
win, so that's fine.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do that then.
Okay.
But I've told you my strategy.
Wait, are you putting them in the tower?
Yeah. Okay. Why?
Well, it just means I'll have to put some people in the tower as well, that's all.
Oh.
And then we'll see who's boss. Well, I don't know whether that'll be a good thing or not, to be honest, but...
Oh, well.
Right, so you're going to get all 3 of your guys into the tower?
Yeah.
That's what you say you're going to do at the moment.
Am I bluffing?
Oh, you're bluffing indeed. Right, well, if that's the case, I'm going to start considering this option. So I'm going to put two men here.
You've got more than me.
I do have more than you, but
How many more do you have?
I have double what you have. But your guys are better, so.
I mean, whoops.
So, sticking with that strategy. Okay.
I just don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not sure whether... Right, so I've got two two-handed guys.
Hey.
Oh, I can't put them within 2 inches of anyone, so actually these guys need to move back a bit. So, right, let's move them back a bit there. Put that guy there. Remember, they come through the trapdoor in the middle, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so I've got another two-handed guy. What do I do? Oh, this is quite interesting. You don't often place models like this in a middle of strategy battle game. So, and Sam's got a pretty clear run up this route. So, but then I guess he gets up there. So, yeah, I'll do that. Two-handed guys there, I think. I think that's probably wise. Okay, yeah. Right, so your final guy. So Shagra he's going to go in the top of the tower, right next to the table there. Okay, so that's the scene at the top. This is going to be intriguing. So do I therefore place my two captains? This is an interesting one. I don't know. I really wish I'd designed this so that the tower doesn't make a rattle every time you move it. But oh well, I need to fiddle with that a bit. So I think I'm going to put a captain here, and then Gorbag there. Okay. Oh God. Done. Right. Okay. So that's the setup. That's how we're seeing the tower. So we've got Uruk-hai in the top with Frodo protecting the shiny shirt. The game ends if Sam arrives in that room, or if Sam dies. And I need to get that shiny shirt out of there, so Sam can't die, basically. But there's very little chance of him dying very soon, because there's no Uruk-hai there, and I've got lots of shield guys to block the way. So then there's some orcs, there's some more orcs, there's some Uruk-hai. I think those Uruk-hai are going to die. There's so there's a lot of mobbed Uruk-hai, but can I get the guys to the top? Let's find out. Wheezy, how are you feeling about the game? Do you think you're going to win it?
No. No, I don't know what I'm doing, so no.
Right, well, let's roll for priority then and see what happens. So, who gets priority? Also, who controls Sam this turn? So, I'm in orange, red, and white, usually, and you're going to be in dark green and blue. So, let's see who it is. I've got a 5 and a 3. Okay, so Harry takes the lead and takes control of Sam. Right, let's cut away after some movements. So we're in the movement phase now, and I've got to decide what I'm actually going to do. I think my plan is to move Sam slowly forward in the base, but I'll deal with these guys at the top first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get Gorbag smashing into there. So Gorbag is going to charge this fellow, so one of Wheezy's Uruk-hai, and the other guy is going to be charged by this one, with a spear support. Now the captain's out of sight, so he can't actually charge anyone, but we'll see how this works in the long run. So there we go, that's that, and the captain's going to move around a bit here. It's a little bit fiddly, but hey, you know, that's what happens when you've got a homemade situation. So let's twiddle the camera a bit so we can see a bit more of the base. So you can see Sam there, so Sam gets to move 4. He actually gets a free point of might every turn. That's worth noting because he's dangerous. He also causes terror in the scenario, so that could be an intriguing one. But I'm not really interested in charging him at the moment because ultimately he's the only chance of surviving this game. So right, let's work it out. So this guy is going to charge along against this Uruk-hai. God, who made this thing? Jesus. There we go. Right, okay, and then he's going to be supported there. Unfortunately, because of the narrow channels, it's still only ever going to be two against 1, I think, except in this circumstance, which is going to be this two-handed guy is going to charge that guy. He's going to get another fella there. I'm going to surround and hopefully chop that Mordor Uruk-hai to death. These guys are going to move along here down the stairs. So, interesting. And then he's going to edge along there. That is the end of my move. Now, let's move across to Wheezy's turn. Right, so you've seen where I've moved. Are you worried?
I wasn't watching. I don't know where you moved.
So we've got the orcs engaged there. So your two guys are being surrounded by my heroes and a couple of others. We've got a mob here charging there. This guy's in big trouble down here. Now, are you confident in your decisions?
No, I never was.
Okay, so you could potentially still leave them up here. I mean, the game doesn't end until Sam reaches the top, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But you could also move some of your guys if you so wish. Nah. Okay, so we're straight into combats then. Right, okay, so we've got a few combats. We've got Gorbag versus the one Urukai. And we've got Urukai against 2 as well, plus Urukai against 3, plus Urukai against 2. So lots of different combats. So let's start with the one that's right down here, the 3 against 1. This is a good one for me, but I do have a -1 to my dice roll. So you just get 1 dice. You can shield, but that will mean that if you lose, which gives you an extra dice in the combat, but that means if you win, you don't get to kill anyone.
I'm going to shield.
You're going to shield. That's probably a wise move, actually. So I've got 2 dice there. I've got 2 reds and a white. The white one being a 2-handed weapon, which obviously is more damaging, but also suffers in the fights. So you've got the higher fight value, so you could pit me just by 1 higher dice roll. So let's go. Let's see what happens. I've got a 5 and a 6, so I've got a 6, which is good, because that means I can win, but if you get a 6 in your dice, you win the combat. Go for it. So you get a 5. That is really unlucky because it means that I've got you trapped. So I get to roll this twice with my strength 3 orcs against your defense 5. Well, I think they're defense 6 actually. So that's yeah, there he goes. He's down. So Urukai down. Strategic error. Strategic error.
You would say that if it was somebody that knew what they were doing.
But
there was no strategy involved. Sorry, but there wasn't. Okay,
fine. Right, now this next combat, we've got two guys there against the one Mordor Urukai. So this time, you careful with the table, sweetie. It's the edges.
I need to record.
This table is very fragile, you see. Right. Anyway, so we've got a spear and a normal orc against the Mordor Urukai. Do you want to? You've got one guy against 2 here.
Yes.
So, do you fancy your chances with just trying to kill one or not?
No.
Okay. Well, it's up to you. You're not trapped this time, so you're less likely to die.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Go on then.
Go
okay.
on then.
I think that might be wise. I don't know. Right, so you get 1 dice against my 2. If you get a higher dice than me or equal to me, you win the fight. I've got a 2, so 2 highest.
I better get a 1.
Right, well, let's see.
Oh no,
You got the 5. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you moved mine to a 6, so I win.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's how the game works.
This isn't a game of bowls.
Tell me now in the comments. Right, so Wheezy, you get to strike me. Your strength 4 against my defense 5 captain's, orc, which means you need a 5+ to kill him.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's not easy, is it?
Damn.
Okay, but I do move back, and you live to fight another day.
That'll do.
Right, so let's move these fellas back. And the Urukai. And also, crucially, you defend that doorway. So, the doorway is defended, but now we've got a bit of a melee up here. So, the Orc captain didn't get involved, so no drawing fight combat. So let's just do this one. It says 1 plus a spear spot against an Orc, an Urukai. So it's the same sort of situation again. What do you fancy your chances with? You won the last one, but it's not guaranteed to happen again. What do you think?
What my choice is it?
So you can either shield or you can fight to try and kill, but you'll only get 1 dice to try and win the combat. What's the decision? 1?
Is that a hint?
Or 2? No, that's my dice.
Do I? I don't know. I lost the last defense battle.
No, you won the last fight in these circumstances. But, I mean, the chances are pretty similar either way. Depends if you want to be defensive or offensive.
I just want to not die.
If you want to not die, then defensive.
Oh, but
So
then, and then
roll
I can't
2 dice.
kill you, and then I'm going to have to go through the same thing again now, aren't I?
Correct.
I'll just go offensive because
Go for it.
I'm a risk taker.
Yeah, I think so. And also, if I get my captain in there, you're screwed. So I think if you kill one, you might be better. All right, let's give it a better go. Again, in the comments, let me know if I'm giving Wheezy bad advice. All right, here we go. I've got a 6. That means you need a 6 on your dice to get a chance.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Ooh, that's pretty close, but it's not the same. Okay, so this time you're not trapped though, because your guy can go this way. So he's moving out of the way, which is good. But do I kill him? So I'm looking for 6s. 6s? Yeah, I'm strength 3. So I'm just strength 3 against strength 6. Ah, look at that. The drawn combat dice lives again. So bye bye Urukai. So
I'm not doing very well.
bit of a bloodbath there. Bit of a bloodbath. Turn 1, 2 Urukai dead. That's a third of your force. Are you regretting putting all of your fighting force in the top of the tower where they can't do anything?
Not really.
Strategically, it might be the correct decision. Let's find out.
I don't know.
Priority. So let's see who controls Sam and who moves first. Next, go. I've got a 4, a 3. So Sam is in my control again. Okay, right. Let's come back after we've done a bit of movement. Okay, so I'm moving, so I'll tell you where to point the camera now. This could go very wrong. But I'm going to move my guys. So Sam is going to move first. So if you pan down over here, look, where I can see Sam is going to go here. Just move along here, so he's going to be in the castle there. So Sam's moved along here. So he's going to go straight up to the stairs. He's got to get into that building, but I've got to clear out the ruckus up there first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move all of my guys as far away from Sam as possible, because otherwise Sam is going to get killed potentially, because you could take control of him next turn, and then you'll be all right. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try a jump test. It's not often this sort of thing happens, but I want to jump. If you come around this way, maybe we should have thought about this much more in advance. Okay, so this bit here, there's a little cavern that you can see there between the little jump thing. So if he jumps over 2 inches there, I think all I need to do is get a 6, and he carries on moving, and a 1, he plummets to his death. 2, 3, 4, he survives and makes it to the other end. He gets a 5, so makes it to the other end. I'm sure there might be some rules about that, but he can't charge, so he's just staying there. Okay. Then next, we go. These guys are going to try their hand against that guy again. So we'll go there like that, and the big old melee in here is going to be Gorebag, the orcs, and the captain now charging into this Urukai. So this Urukai is sure to be done after this turn. Then I think it's just a matter of shimmying everyone along so that I can bring my numbers to bear at the top of the tower. So we'll put all these guys up here, walking up the stairs. Can you see here? Yep, there we go. That all worked, and that's kind of it. Okay, so then we'll swap over cameras and we'll see whether Wheezy knows what to do. Return after some shoddy camera work, and now it's your turn to move the guys. So what are you going to do in response? Are you going to keep your Uruks at the top of the tower there, ready to be mobbed by a gang of people, or are you going to move them down somehow? Bearing in mind it takes 2 turns for the movement from the top of the tower. I actually don't know.
I'm fine. I'll leave him down there.
I think I need to mob you up there, and you need to rely on the chance that those 3 guys are going to kill everyone that comes up. That's going to be
unlikely.
I think it is unlikely at this point, because you've thrown away.
Something with him.
He's not yours. He's mine.
Oh, are they both yours?
Yep, I killed your guy. I killed your guys down there, except this one guy who's being completely mobbed by a dozen people.
I'm not bothered.
All right, okay, let's do some combats then. So you've got your 1 Uruk against. Again, the same combat though. 2 guys against 1. I don't really know what the best option for you really is here, because Yeah, you're going to rely on Sam to do a lot of the nasty stuff, I think. And Sam is a hobbit. So, I don't know what your
He's scary.
best bet really is here. Maybe I think you're probably still... Your best bet, while the chances are still in your favour, is to try and kill one of those orcs.
Yeah,
But
go for it.
go for it. Right, okay, so 2 orcs against a Mordor or a Kai. I've got a 4, so you've got to get a 4 or more to win. You get the 4, so you win the combat.
Yes.
Are you going to wound him?
Oh, I doubt it.
Well, let's see what happens. That's a big 3.
It was on a 6 and then it fell off a 6.
It did fall off the 6, but you've handled it for another turn, so that's a plus. That's a plus. Then we've got an absolute. Oh, he's just going to be ganked in here. So I've got 2 sets of 2 attacks from the Orc Captain in red and the Gorbag in white, and then I've got an orange one for another one, and I need another dice. So I've got 6 dice in this one. So it is still only a draw. If I get a 6, then all you can best hope for is a 50-50 roll off. Let's see what happens. I do get the 6, but what do you get? Do you get a 6?
No.
Ooh,
Every time it's a
that is one lower. Do you think your Uruk-hai will survive this trappage?
No.
I don't think he will either. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you got 3 6s there, which means goodbye, friend of Gorbag.
Oh.
Shagrat. Damn.
We don't like Gorbag.
No, we don't. Right, 3 Uruks in the waiting room there.
Whoops.
And 3 Uruks in the tower there.
Chilling.
So actually, did I put too many? No, you're right, you got the captain as well. So I was thinking I might have given you too many there for a second, but no. So the game is still all to play for. So we got cut off mid-sentence by a failure of memory, deleted some stuff. Now, so I can't remember exactly where we were, but I think it all comes down to basically this little guy. If Sam can kill some orcs, then maybe it'll take some chance off. And we've got 2 turns for these 4 to get up to the top of the tower. And even then, they're not guaranteed to win. So it's all down to priority then. So will you take control of priority this time, or will it be me again? Let's find out. I've got a 1 that looks good for you. Yeah, that's a big 6. So that means you get to move Sam and your guys at the top of the tower. So what are you going to do with Sam, first of all?
Take him all the way up there.
All the way where?
To the tower.
Yeah, okay, nice try. There's no doors here, but right, so you get to move him up though. Gets a 4-inch move. No, he's a hobbit, bless him, he's only got little legs.
Okay.
Where's he gonna go?
To the top of the stairs, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Lovely. Okay, so that means the orcs get to, and your guys at the top of the tower are going to just stay there, aren't they? Oh, what have you thought?
I'm trying to kill Sam, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh, do I want him to go towards the stairs? Because there are a lot more men that way. But it takes longer for him to reach.
I was going to say you'd take
I'll leave him there.
You take 3 turns to go there, and there.
Okay, no,
so yeah,
that's fine.
all right. He's going to have to chop through some guys. So let's send some guys his way. Can you measure out 6 inches for me from this guy with his shield with the one ring? The Sauron's eye on it. Oh look, I think he's going to give him a charge. So terror check because he's got his swords blazing. He's looking scary. 7, not enough. Mordor orcs are courage 2, so he's frozen in fear. Sadly, no charge from that orc, which means he's stuck there. Now, other guys. So we're going to send in the 2-handed weapon here into the Mordor Uruk-hai. God, I really wish I hadn't designed this so that the edge is a bit too short. Then I'll send in these 2 as well. So we've got 3 on 1 this time. Hopefully that'll vanquish this guy, and then we can free up that door and make some space after a couple of turns. These guys all going to pile into this door, so they're going to disappear for the next 2 turns. And while they walk up the tower. So this could, and then we've got a big duel, a proper duel of, I think it could be a balance there. I've got 2 captains, including Shagrat up there. Ooh, it's going to be interesting, that fight. We'll see what happens. I might get the shiny shirt. We'll find out. But the only combat we've got now is this one. So this poor Mordor Uruk-hai against 3 guys, one of which has got a two-handed weapon. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to risk it and fight, or are you going to shield for your life?
I'm going to shield.
Okay, fair enough. Bearing in mind, one of these guys has a two-handed weapon, so he gets a -1 on his dice roll as well. So.
Yeah, but I'm going to shield them because then Sam will get closer to you.
Good
so
idea.
now I'm just going to hold off.
Fair enough. All right. Right, here we go. So I'm going to attack. I get a 4 highest, so you get to roll your 2 dice. Both dice get higher than a 4, which obviously meant that if you just rolled one of them, you'd have got a chance to gank someone.
That wouldn't have happened though. I'm only lucky when I don't need to be.
Indeed. All right, well, you've lived to fight another day. This Urukai is proving a hardy fella. And then we get to go to priority. Now we've got very little stuff going on. I'd imagine that it's going to be relatively quick fire. So let's crack on. Priority. I've got a 4. You've got a 1. Okay, so that means I take control of Sam. But to be honest, there's not much else to do other than, I guess I could just move him back.
Oh.
Let's not do that because that's boring. Right, let's.
This way.
Sam, if you could, if you could send Sam forward by 4 inches towards those orcs, so you should just get to the torch about.
He does
Get to the torch, lovely.
Oopsie.
Yes, someone didn't design this right. It's because I left a crack down the side, which is bad. So there we go. Right, now I take control now. So would you like to send your guys down the stairway?
Nope.
It'll take them 2 turns.
Nope.
And I'm guessing technically that won't be allowed because they'll pass on the stairways. But there's no rules that specifically state you can't go down the stairways at once. So.
Nope.
All right, fine, you go there. So, let's see. I'm going to charge everyone into this guy again. Hopefully, this time is going to be the day. And because until then, everyone's going to just be sort of piled into this little spot here. So, let's do that. He's going to move along a little bit so that he can move in as well. This guy is going to try a terror check to charge Sam. That is enough. That is fine. So we've got to charge. We've got to fight. Sam, who has a point of might be able to take on them. The spear is going to support him. This is going to be a big fight. I'm in control of Sam this turn, though. So why am I doing that? Can I do that? Can I charge my own Sam? Why would I do that? That would be stupid. Well, I'm not going to kill him this turn, but I can weaken him, which is fine. So, okay, which will be good because then I can control it a little bit later. Is this the right way of doing things? Probably not. No, I'm not going to do I've done it now, so it's too late. Okay, so what do we do now? We do some fights. So we've got the same combat that we've had a few turns in a row. Two-handed weapon guy, plus an orc and a spear against your Urukai. Would you like to do two-handed, or are you going to try and kill him this time? Defend. All right, fair enough. The white one is the two-handed weapon. I've got a double 6.
Oh, no.
You need a 6. 2 5s, so that means this time I'm pretty sure he's going to go down.
Oh.
So we've got this twice. We get the 6, which kills the Mordor Urukai. So that means 4 Mordor Urukai dead to no orcs. You've not done very well here, have you?
Well, it's all about the endgame.
It is, okay. Right, even though I'm technically meant to be controlling Sam, it makes more sense for you to control Sam in this point, so you can fight my orcs. I'm going to try and take a wound off Sam. Here we go. So you've got 2 attacks, because in this scenario, he has Sting, so he's allowed an extra attack, and you get 3 point of might to boost your dice roll. I've got a 4, so what are you going to get, Wheezy?
Less. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I don't think so. That's a 5 and a 6, so you win the fight.
Oh, wait, no, I wanted Sam to lose the fight.
No, you don't. You want to... Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't want Sam to win the fight.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well.
The one time I get control.
It's all right. Go on. So you got to slice and dice these guys. So you got 2 attacks, strength 3 against my defense 5. So you're looking for, what's that, 5s?
Come on,
or 6s? I can't remember.
1. Oh, a 1.
A 1. Okay, and you're not going to spend any might on that. That's fine. Okay, so these guys back away. Sam is staying there. He's got a lot of orcs to chop through. A lot of orcs. And we've got another turn where these guys are going to wait to get up to the tower. So let's take a break and come back after we've rolled our... Well, let's do the priority first. A 3 and a 5. So that means Wheezy's in charge of Sam once more. Return now. You're going to be moving Sam. So this time, as you mentioned last turn, do you want Sam to be fighting in combats? I mean, I guess you don't really have a choice.
Yes.
You do want him fighting in combats?
Yes, I want Sam to die.
You want, yes, okay, good, but you want him to lose. That's the important thing. So you're taking charge of Sam, so I'm guessing you're going to charge this fellow here.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, okay. Do you want to move him? There we go.
What, just right next to them?
Just move straight into that guy, that's it. Lovely, okay. Right, so then, the only thing I can realistically do here is send up most of my guys to get through this trapdoor, so then I can maybe have a chance of getting up through here before, I can escape from Sam while he's running through there, but also I might be able to get these guys and take down that shiny shirt before I get a chance. So, that's what I'm going to do. This guy's going to pile into the trapdoor. This guy is going to pile into the trapdoor. This guy is going to pile into the door. So they're all going up the next layer of stairs. So there's going to be a couple of turns without basically any orcs on the table. So I don't know whether that's even allowed in Lord of the Rings, but there we go. Right, so that's that. Which leaves only this. That's one more turn. Then we've got this one. So it's just a fight then. Okay, so Sam against the two orcs. So orc number 1 is going to fight and with a spear support as well. So Sam gets 2 attacks. You want him to win or lose. So you've got a point of might, and you've actually got multiple points of might. Actually, you've got 2 points of might and a free point, which can alter your dice rolls up or down if you so wish. I've got a 4. What have you got? It's a 2 and a 1. You lose, which is a great thing for you. Okay. See, I think I've fallen into the old trap of playing to try and kill people rather than try and win the game. Right, here we go. I don't wound anyone, so that's fine. So, Sam loses, gets pushed back, but lives to fight another day. Okay, this could be intriguing. Right, so we've got another turn. Let's roll for priority. A 1 and a 1. You had priority this turn, so that means I get it this turn, because that's the way it works. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to send my orcs 6 inches along here to basically run away from Sam because he's scary. So I'll guesstimate it because it's easier. And Sam, I guess he wants to go there. Maybe I don't want him there. No, I'll just leave him around the corner because I'm allowed to do that. Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Right, okay, so that is it, literally. So that is pretty much it for this turn. Your Urukai are allowed to move around in the tower if they so wish. Would you like them to?
Nah, I'm alright.
You sure?
Just saving energy.
Saving energy, and that means there's another turn to go. So that's it for that turn. So we roll for priority, and this turn, 6. This turn my orcs come. Oh, you got a 6, and that means you get priority this turn because I had it last turn. So, if I'm correct, there's another turn. This turn, the orcs, Gorbag and gang, are still working their way up the tower. The
other guy should be at the top now.
Well, let's just double check because I don't know whether it's just 2 full turns. 2 turns later, so if they went at 1 turn, they've been away for a turn. So this is the second. Yeah, so I guess they're up this turn. Okay, so that's interesting. So your move first, which is actually probably bad for you in this circumstance, because you ideally want to be responding to my guys arriving up the tower. So, but what are you going to do with Sam?
Move him towards you.
Fair enough.
How does that work on a corner?
You just measure 1 inch to 1 inch to the edge, and then 3 inches long, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. So he can't charge. He's got to, because he can't see anyone, so he's got to stay just about 1 inch away. That's right. Okay, so these guys are going to move up into here as well, escaping from Sam. I know, sorry about that. Then we're going to have these 4 guys arrive at the top of the tower.
Very gracefully.
Gracefully arriving, dumped at the top. I don't know whether they can charge. I guess not, because because they've just finished their moves up there. So let's just fiddle around with them a little bit. So they're all getting up there. So now we've got a proper fight on our hands up here in a couple of turns' time. So this could be quite interesting, actually. Right, next turn is going to be the big one. Nothing really else happening this turn. So let's roll for priority in what will be a very important turn because you want to kill Sam. So we're stuck here at the top of the tower now. So that means all of the interesting stuff's going to be happening in the tower this turn. So let's roll for priority though. So Wheezy, would you like to roll your dice? I'll roll mine. I've got a 6. This is a good one. 4. Now, have you ever heard of a heroic move? No. Okay, so you can spend one of your points of might in order to basically have a chance to move first. Would you like to do this?
Sure.
Good idea. I'm also going to spend a point of might from my captain. You probably want to do your captain as well, don't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought that was what you would choose.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're both going to have a heroic move off. So essentially, we both spent a point of might to have a chance of moving first, but it's all down to a dice roll, which because I got the 6, I have to do it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, it goes to the evil side. 4, 5, 6, it goes to the good side. You can be good because look at that face, eh?
Angel.
Right, okay, so 1, 2, 3, it goes to me. It goes to the good side. That means the Urukai are going to be able to move first. So, Wheezy,
Yes.
what are you going to do in here to stop your shiny shirt from being charged? Maybe spin around to the side a bit.
I'm gonna fight.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe... Oh, I can't even see where my foot... This guy could potentially try and attack Gorebag.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
And then maybe this guy tries to attack these two.
Yeah.
And then maybe Shagrat goes for the captain.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's got the best chance of doing that.
Okay.
There's some heroic abilities that we can use. I might try a combat, you might try a strike or whatever.
I'll do what you just said.
Good idea. Right, you do that then. So move the Urukai, the one with the shield to the...
This one?
Yeah, straight in front of him. That's it. No. Yeah, that's it. That guy. That's it. Great. And then this guy here, the captain.
That one?
Yeah, into those two guys. So if you spin around near where Frodo is.
Here.
So yeah, just kick him out of the way.
Excuse me.
That's it. That's lovely.
Oh, plenty.
I'm just going to move Frodo because he's just a bit of terrain really. And then there we go. And then Shagrat probably wants to go for the captain.
Who's the captain?
The guy with the big axe.
This?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to fit.
That's fine. There's very little room here, but that's good.
Excuse me.
So that is a combat and a half. This all could go wrong, but it could go well for your side, I guess.
Oh, it's fine.
We'll see. Right, okay. I think that's... I don't know whether that's the best way for me, but I think that's probably the best way for you. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so let's roll some dice. So I am going to do a heroic combat. Is that the best way of doing it? No, I'm not going to spend my point on that point of might on that because it's not worth it. I'm going to save it for strikes just in case. So let's go with Gorebag against. Well, it's your choice. No, it's my choice. Gorebag against the Urukai. So you're going to have 2 dice. I'm going to have 2 dice as well. We're both equal on fight value. Mm-hmm. Do I want to strike? No, I don't want to strike for this. So let's see what happens. 2 dice. Whoever gets the highest wins. I've got a 5. And you've got a 4. Okay, 1 below again. Right, so Gorebag against your guy is going to get... Oh, he gets a kill. Oopsie. That's it. So we've slaughtered this fella straight out of there. Excellent stuff. Excellent work. Then you've got a Mordor captain against my 2 orcs. So let's do 2 attacks from you against my 2 as well. So 2 attacks from your guy. So I'll do the reds. I've got a 4, so you've got to beat a 4. You've beaten a 4. You've got a 5, and you can try and kill them both.
Oh, look, it was a 6.
So I would, we'll prioritise just roll them. So yeah, there you go. You kill the shield guy. I think that's probably the best one to kill because he's lower defence. Yeah, so you kill a shield guy. So it's an even fight, roughly up there. Well, I suppose not quite, but it's the first kill. How do you feel?
I'm so proud of my team. They finally pulled their fingers out.
Well, this was your plan, though. You wanted to have your big hitters staying at the top of the tower, so that works.
It's all part of the strategy.
Yeah, sure. Right, okay, so now the big guns against big guns. So you've got Shagrat, who in this scenario only has 2 attacks because he's old Shagrat and back in the old rules, against Captain, the Mordor Orc Captain. But the Orc Captain, they all have... Oh, no, he has still got a lower fight value. So you've got the higher fight value. You've got the better chance of winning here. So 2 attacks on my Orc Captain get A 5, you got to beat the 5.
With
Well,
2.
you can get a 5, yeah. You have 2 dice, that's right. Now, you do have a resource called might points. If you spend one of your might points, you can equal the fight value and have a chance of killing him. But, and here's the big but, I have 2 wounds, no, just actually all, no, yeah, I have 2 wounds and 1 fate, so I have an armour save, so I could save one of those wounds. And also, your might points might be useful for striking against my hero, my Gorbag, to make sure that you've got a better chance of killing him.
Will I die if I don't do this?
No, you will not. You will survive and live to fight another day.
That's fine, then I just won't do it.
Okay, fine, okay. Yeah, sure, all right. Yeah. Right, so priority then. So we've got this, so you're, actually, hold on. Would you say he's trapped? I think he's trapped. Oh no, because of the way we've played the fight, so there we go. Because I chose to fight that way around. Okay, so it's going to be 3 guys against 2, and you still have the fight value advantage. This could go the Urukai way, I think. Right, let's find out. And this turn, I believe all of my orcs arrive through this trapdoor, or next turn anyway. So priority 4. Oh, okay. So I'm in charge of Sam again, and you're in charge of, well, just your 2 guys at the top, the 2 meaty guys at the top. Right. Okay. Let's come back after we've done some moves. So we arrive as orcs filter their way into the top of the tower. So I'm just going to scooch them all up here. They can all move a little bit, I guess, once they've arrived at the top. The rules are a little loose and loosey-goosey on this particular scenario. So we'll just waz them all into the tower. But crucially, I've got a lot of guys up here. So if everything goes wrong with Gorbag and Shagrat, I'm hopefully going to be able to surround a weakened Shagrat and still win this scenario. So we shall see. So that's them. Sam, what's he going to do? Sam, I mean, I think I might just leave him there because that'll hold things off. I mean, there's no advantage of me killing him just yet, so I'll wait. And then it's just a matter of movements up here. So I guess I forgot to ask, would you like to call any heroic moves so you can choose who fights whom?
Dunno. Would I?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know this decision, so it's up to you. Basically, the advantage you get is being able to choose who your big hitter gets to fight, rather than me choosing who your big hitter gets to fight. A face of decision making here.
I don't
See
know.
that face of decision making.
No.
Okay, I think just leave it as it is. We'll forget that we did that. Okay, we forget we mentioned that, and I'll get to charge, and I get to decide who kills whom. No, I think I'm going to try the captain into Shagrat, Gorbag, and the spear guy into the orc, the Urukai captain. So that's the idea anyway. Here, hopefully, then I can save my might points, I guess, and maybe this orc captain will be able to shield his way to success for another turn. So combats, it's just that one, isn't it? So let's do orc captain against Shaggers. So Shaggers is your big boy. You'll have a bit of a Shaggers, and then you got inappropriate. And then we've got 2 dice from you and 2 dice from me. And actually, no, I'm going to do 4 dice.
Oops.
You can use one of those ones, it's fine. I'm going to use 4 dice because I want my guy to survive, basically. I've got a 6, so you need a 6 to win the game.
It's because I dropped my other one and that was my
Oh,
number one.
that was your looking one, was it? Well, you can spend a point of might.
Who am I saving?
This all will happen is that you get a chance to kill me.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I think it's one of those half and halfies, because on the one hand, I might kill your captain this turn, and then I will have a lot more guys against you next turn. But on the other hand, you might want to save your point of might to strike up, so you've still got the advantage. But you're going to probably lose that. The fight value is going to mean less when you're on your own.
Okay, I'll do it now then.
Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so he's got 2 points of might left, so I think that's probably the right advice to give. I don't know.
Right advice.
People will comment below to see whether I favoured you or me. Right. Okay. So you get to fight two attacks against the big captain guy. So you're looking for 5s, I think. Yeah, 5s. You've got a wound. You've got a wound. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's not amazing, I suppose. I'm going to spend my point of fate. It gets a save. So that means that I've got no fate, but 2 wounds remaining still. And you've spent a point of might to do that. So, you know, it's all right. It's all... Actually, you had him. Actually, you did have him cornered. So you get to roll that twice. Because of the octagonal shape, he wasn't able to do anything. He was backed into the corner. So we'll say that. We'll say that anyway. So you were trapped. Right, so roll 2 more dice. Didn't help anyway, even though I slightly sort of gave you a bit of an edge there. Right, so 2 guys against one of your guys. So Gorbag and the Orc Spearman against your Urukai Captain. So same again, the orange one is the spear, but it's actually a drawn fight value combat. So you've just got to equal me and then we have to half and half it. So let's see. I've got lots of 6s. I'm rolling some great dice, let's be honest. Get a 6. You do! You get 2 6s with those Desolation of Stockport dice. So now it's a 1, 2, 3 dice roll. So do you want to roll the dice? On a 1, 2, 3, I take it. On a 4, 5, 6, you take it.
So I just roll 1.
Yeah. Goes to me. Yay. Okay, so that means we've got two guys there going for the Urukai Captain. So Gorbag is hopefully going to smash him into bits. We get absolutely nothing. So the Urukai Captain survives. It's a relatively even turn, but no might has been spent. I suppose I could spend a point of might. Ooh, tempting. What do I do? What do I do, dear viewer? Because Wheezy spent one of Shagrat's points of might, so that means they're less valuable. But I'm only going to get a fate point. I've got more people on the way, so I think the fate. It's probably. Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh, screw it, I'll spend the point of mine. So I'll spend it. So you've taken a wound, so you get to roll a fate point, just like I did.
Oops.
Try and get in the train.
It slipped. Oh, no.
No, it didn't work out quite the same as mine did. So you lose a wound on your Urukai Captain. So he's down to 1 wound and no fate. So I think that was a well spent point on my behalf. Right, let's roll for priority for the next turn. It's a 4. So you win this time, and that means you get to control Sam as well. So do you want to move Sam? He's going to get into that doorway now, so I think that looks about right. In he goes, and he's away for a couple of turns, so let's just pop him on there, just watching over. And there also, another couple of orcs arrive into this turn, so then I'm going to send my boys into here. So 1, I don't know how many I can actually fit up there. I mean, there's probably a space for 4 or 5, so let's do that. Get some 2-handed guys, and a shield guy, and a spear guy. That'll do. Right, they'll all go up. So 2 turns to wait before that actually happens, and then I'll send another one in straight after that. It's all to play for, team. It's all to play for. Right. So would you like to decide where you move your fellows, because I forgot that you get to move your guys before my guys. So how are you going to decide these combats up here? So looking at this, you've got your big guy with the shiny shirt. You want to protect him until Sam dies. So you've still got time. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What is best?
I mean, you could try and just go for Gorbag.
Yeah.
But you've taken a fate point off the captain. Maybe going in the same thing as you've just been fighting in might work better. I don't know.
I just figure I might just stay where
I am. Stay in combat. So, okay, so he's going to go in there. And you're going to trap the captain up against the wall again, so that he can't move. So, oh gosh, it's all wobbly. It's very wobbly. This shoddily made piece of terrain. Right, okay, so you get to roll for your combat. Which combat do you fancy first? The big guy against the captain, or the Urukai Captain against my leader?
My leader first.
Your leader first. Okay, so 2 attacks against my 2 attacks. I think I'm probably going to shield again, though. Because I think it's more important that he survive. No, I might be able to chip away. No, because if I kill Shagrat, what am I talking about? I get to get the shiny shirt off him, and then I can start killing Sam. Okay, I've got a 4. Gonna get higher than 4. You got the 6 and a 5. You smash him. Right, wound him. You get to roll that twice, or 4 dice in total, because
Every time.
This is not a good. This is not a good combo. Right, the biggest hero in the Mordor army is struggling, although he only has 2 attacks, I suppose. So right now, your big orc Urukai captain against my 2 guys. So the red one and the orange one. I've got very low rolls, so take advantage. Take advantage while you can.
Is it 2?
2 dice, yeah. Yeah, you've got the double 6 again. What is wrong with these dice? Okay, go for it. Now, roll to wound. Let's see if it'll. Yes, same again. I guess you're going for Gorbag.
Oh, see what I mean? I'm really unlucky.
Yeah,
Wah,
you
wah,
did win,
wah.
though. You did win the combat.
But I didn't do very much. God's sake.
Right, that's another turn gone. Priority. A 1. A 1.
Oh my God.
Well, it doesn't really matter that much this turn. Wait, didn't I? You had it last turn, so it's mine. So it's my turn. So that means we're still waiting another turn. So I get to choose what happens up in the tower. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge this orc into your Urukai captain, and everyone else is going to go into Shaggers, and that's pretty much it. There's still a turn for the loads of orcs to arrive. Sam's disappeared into the building, so that's not going to happen for a while. But can we wipe out the Urukai? I think there's a good chance. It might even happen this turn. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's a chance for your Urukai captain to help out here. So he's got a point of might, so he could cause a heroic combat to kill this. If he kills this orc, he can then charge into these guys over here and see what happens. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay, great. You're going to do that. And I am going to strike with Gorbag. Would you like to counter-strike with Shagrat?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, right, now we're all on 1 point of might, except my captain, and this guy spent all his might, so that's exciting. So, let's do the heroic combat first, as that is the way of things. So, your heroic combat, 2 dice against my 1. I get a 6. This is a good start for me.
Goodness me.
You've got a double 5. And
Time.
yeah, you did call the heroic move earlier, so that means that I win, but I don't necessarily kill you. I do not kill you. Right, so now it's a big strike. So what happens here is you roll one of your green dice, I roll one of my orange ones, and I get the higher dice result. This is good for me. This means Gorbag has the higher fight value than Shagrat this turn by, not by anything, the drawing. So this could all come down to the wire. So I've got 4 attacks, 2 from Shagrat, 2 from Gorbag and 2 from the other fellow, and you've got 2 attacks from Shagrat. So let's see who gets the highest dice. I've got a 6. You need to get a 6 to call a draw. You don't do that, and you only have 1 point of might left. So I win the combat. I didn't get to trap you, did I? Oh, actually, no. I've pretty much trapped you because you can only move back half an inch that way. So, this could all end. This could all end here. This twice. They're both strength 4 against your defense 5. So that's 1 wound. Let's try it again. Oh, that's 3 wounds, and I'm going to spend a point of might for that one to make it 4 wounds, and that would be Shagrat down from 2 with 1 fate, so that means Shagrat falls. Whoops. And the shiny shirt goes to Gorbag, which means if Sam dies, that means the game ends and I have the shiny shirt and I win.
I don't want a shiny shirt anyway.
Yeah, sure you didn't. Right, okay, so let's roll for priority for the next turn. This is the turn in which Sam arrives to this one. So let's just put him there anyway. Then let's go for it. Priority. A 2. A 5. So you get to control what happens now. So what are you going to do with Sam now that you don't have the shiny shirt?
Run. Or run the hell out of there.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Back down.
You're going to go down the
down
trap door.
the stairs.
It's like, oh shit, look at all those orcs over there.
No.
Okay, so he hides. He's going to hide, and I think, to be honest, it's a bit of a capitulation there, because this your Urukai captain can charge someone in the tower, but it doesn't really matter because the rest of them are going to mob him. And I believe that I've got some extra guys coming up from the thing now anyway, so... was it this turn? I can't remember whether it was this turn or not, but let's just smash them in anyway, because it's pretty much all over, let's be completely honest. So I've got 1, 2, 4, so I've got 6 attacks against your guy. 4, 6, And you guys got 2, yeah. I've got a 6 there in the scouring of the Shire dice. You have a 6, which actually means it's a draw. Because I didn't strike up, which was a bit silly, but oh well. Okay, so it's a draw. 1, 2, 3, it goes to me. 4, 5, 6, it goes to you. So you're rolling the dice. Oh, you've lived to fight another day. Well done. Are you going to kill the guy with the shiny shirt?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's wise. Okay, go on, roll 2 dice and see if you can win. You've got... Oh, that's 2 wounds on Gorbag as well. He's the guy with the shiny shirt. He's got 2 wounds and 1 fate. 1 fate would mean that he survives, lives another day. He has got a point of might, so I need to get a 3+ if I can spend the might. I've got it, so he survives. The shiny shirt is still mine. How do you feel?
Cheater.
Cheater, sure. Okay, right. So you push everyone away, and I've got some more orcs. I've got more orcs piling in because they should have moved in anyway. So I'll just smash a few more in there. Oh, now and Sam's caught in the building. So priority. Let's see what happens. I've got a 2. You've got a 2 as well. It goes priority to me this time. Sam's still stuck in the building. It doesn't really matter. But okay, here we go. We're smashing in. We're going to do this. We're going to put some 2-handed weapons in there. We're going to put Gorbag in there. He's going to strike up this time, so we're guaranteed to take it. And the spear is spot in there, so that's all I really need to do. I'll get another spear in there just to make sure that it's okay. Oh, the camera's slightly off. Apologies. It's all a bit... close. Here we go. Right, okay, so finally, the Uruk-hai captain, my Gorbag will spend his last point of might to strike, hoping that he wins, so he'll always have the higher fight value in this fight. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice in this combat. I'll throw another one into there. No might except on the 2 white dice, which will be the Orc captain. So your 2 dice, you need to get a 6 here. You need to get a 6. I've not got a 6. You need to get a 6 actually wins it for you. No, you don't. I could have spent the might, I suppose. But either way, it's this twice. Bearing in mind, one of them is a 2-hander, which will be the orange one. So this is him trapped, and I think probably dead. That's a 6.
Oh, no.
Actually, we're not doing so great there. But we got it twice, so we only need to cause... I think we already caused a wound on him, didn't we? So... it's not great, actually. Okay, well, I'll spend a point of might there. That does another wound. That's from the captain. So that's 2 wounds. And did you already take a wound on him? I think you probably did, actually.
I think I might have in the last one.
I think you did. And that
I don't know.
secures the death
Now you have to chase
of the Uruk-hai captain.
Oh, Sam, run!
And now Sam will at some point appear down here, but actually, even though the game technically doesn't end until Sam arrives at the top of the tower, there's no other conclusion other than...
Frodo wakes up.
Yeah, Frodo wakes up, kills everyone else, and slaughters you, and then Weezy wins.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So there we go, it's the post-bat rep breakdown, and Weezy, what do you think of that game? How do you feel your strategy played out in the long run?
It didn't play out. I should have put a few more at the front entrance, but hindsight, wonderful gift.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing. And to be fair, I probably should have let Weezy read the strategy in the Battle Games of Middle-earth magazine, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should have. You told me towards the end that this is what I could have done, but obviously it's a bit late for that.
I think actually your idea was a relatively sound one, because if Sam had died early, you'd have had your guys, you'd had the shiny shirt protected. It would have been a pretty safe victory for you. The problem is you didn't leave enough guys to actually stop my fellas from making the moves all the way up into the top of the tower. If you maybe just left Shagret in the tower and all of the big guys at the base of the tower, then maybe you'd have had a chance to stop everyone from swarming him as they did in the end, and would have continued to do even if you had won a few more combats. But as you say, hindsight is 2020. But having played this and the previous game in another video, which I'll link to in the description below, what do you think to the game now? You've actually played you've played a more matched play game that's a bit more normal and a more kind of board gamey kind of scenario thing. What do you think to it?
I liked this one better, and I don't know whether it's because it's more it reminds me of the film more, or that it was just a bit more interesting as opposed to the big board where they can just literally move forward and backwards and side to side. So this one was better. I preferred it.
Good.
But this one was harder.
Yeah,
and
it was
I didn't
harder.
win this one, so I'm a bit hurt by that.
I'm sorry about that. But would you do you think if for example we played it the other way around and I played the Urukai and you played the Orcs, do you think you'd have a good idea of how to win?
No. I don't think I would have. But I'd probably have won by accident.
Sure. I think that it's fair to say you like the Lord of the Rings or the Middle-earth bit. You like the game bit, but perhaps you're not much of a fan of the strategy bit.
No, I just like to just go with the flow and risk it. I don't like to think too much.
Fair enough. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for watching another video here on the Battle Games of Middle-earth YouTube channel. Do feel free to check out the various other videos on the channel, including building, how I built this Cirith Ungol, which, based on how it performed in this scenario, maybe don't take it exactly word for word as an instruction guide on how to build one, but also the previous video featuring Louise and learning how to play Warhammer for the first time playing the Middle-earth strategy battle game. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.